everybody, and welcome to 9 Mike 56 Edinburgh to London Euston today. We'll be doing this 390 service from Crewe to Birmingham New Street. Let's start. We're in a 390/0, and I hope the game's not going to crash today. I've given it a couple minutes to load in beforehand. Let's go. Map all the way out. Actually, I'm going to toggle the labels, which means none of these should have any labels on. I wonder if that will help performance. Yeah. Right, we haven't actually got too long sat here, so we need to get an egg on. AWS, Fuse, DSD. There's a 350 over there opening its doors. I'm not sure if I'd be able to hear that in my Avanti cab IRL, but hey. It is sort of the evening, 4 PM. No. Running. Oh, the task started then. Doors open on the left hand side. It's alright because we've got a red signal anyway, so we're not actually rushing for anything. 22 degree, no, let's leave it on 20 degrees in vent. I'm not going to put it into boost mode because I wonder if putting it into a more detailed mode is making it crash. Right, we have a green signal, so let's skedaddle out of here. Take that off as well. No. God's sake. I put it into off instead of into forward. That was silly. I don't think IRL you'd be able to move with all these going off, but hey. I'm breaking the rules today. 20 miles an hour as we come out of Wolverhampton. Come out of Crewe. 37 miles till Wolverhampton. If we can make it there, because last time I'd done this service, or a service similar, I did not even make it past Stafford. So, yeah. Stafford is in about 24 miles, I do believe. It's very slow as this 390, very slow on the old accelerator, but I'm glad I have another route to run it on. That's better, I haven't got something stuck in my teeth now. Sorry if you heard me doing all that. That probably sounded disgusting if you did hear it. Right, 80 miles an hour. We can go full beams. Full beams? Full beams. Yeah, let's stay in the cab. I'm planning to do a route learning sheet on this video, because I want to be able to know this route HUDless. So that 110 isn't an EPS limit, which is interesting. 350 is so much better at accelerating than this. But I don't know how much younger the 350 is actually. Hello 390, it might be much younger because these are like 2003, 2002. Because there is a video of a 101 and a 390 at Manchester Piccadilly in 2003. Or Manchester, no, it wouldn't be Manchester Victoria, donor. Manchester Piccadilly. Yeah, and the 101 just looks so tired and ready to go to bed next to that 390. I mean, they're not directly next to each other, but they are sort of. TSD. wonder if we'll get the blurries. I don't remember this 390 ever having the blurries. I mean, I'm not saying it hasn't done. Probably has done, but yeah. We're going 80 miles an hour at the moment. But I reckon by the time we get into Birmingham New Street, it will be night time. So shall we get a screenshot while it's all sunlit like this? Oh no, let's find a pocket of sunlight. This could be it. And then it goes up to 125 after this. Let's try and like angle the screenshot properly. There we go. Down a bit. There we go. Now it's gone up to 125 as well. Yeah, hopefully no blurry textures and no crashes today. Saying that, we've already had one this stream, so. And there is another 390. Hello to you, my good sir. Should have got the screenshot while we were next to it. Ah, I had it then. I had the centre. It's so hard trying to recenter this camera. That'll do. No, it won't. Yes, it will. That'll do. Just look a little bit further down. There we go. It's a really nice drive this route, which is a shame because it crashes so much. And I'm sorry if I have been a bit negative in the other videos, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, this route, if you're watching this on Twitch, this route is 20% off. If you're watching this on YouTube, that deal, the sales ended, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's 20% off. Available for £24, down from £30 to £24, so £6 off. Which I thought was, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really, it only includes the 350/2 and the 350/3 and improvements for the 350. Other than that, it doesn't actually include anything. It just gives you more things to do with other trains you already own. But like, out of this, I'm getting more value out of my Class 170 pack, my 390 DLC, my 350, which is included in this route, but anyway, I'd be getting more value out of Scotsman, 87, 86, if I owned it, the 66, you know, so many things to get more value from by having this route. Cardiff City 150, I don't know if I said that one already, and 153, yeah. Right, let's save the game now. Just so that if we respawn, we wouldn't have to start all over again at Crewe. But I am determined for this run to end at Birmingham New Street and no earlier. Yeah. I've written some notes. I was watching one of my... I say this, it's gonna sound weird and self-centered, but there's no way of it not. I was watching one of my West Coast Mainline shout videos, the full shift stream, and I don't ever watch my own videos because I hate my own voice. But I was just doing it to write a piece of, like a sheet of route knowledge, and like where things are, and how you know what to brake for, just so I can try and help learn it HUDless, because Shap is a long route, like you won't just learn it on your head for a while without playing it inside and out. But yeah, those sheets are going to be helpful, because if I come back to a route after like 3 or 4 months of playing it, those sheets are going to be well helpful. I mean, I barely learnt to took the HUD off Cardiff City network, then I got Shap thrown at me, now I've got Birmingham Crewe thrown at me. then I'm going to have Manchester Airport commuter thrown at me. But yeah, the run I used for the speed limits was the fastest run, which is the 87 with the Mark 3s, which you can do 110 miles an hour with. Because obviously, if I drove the 86, all I would have to do is just not pay attention to, like, oh, it goes up to 110, then goes down to 100 sort of thing, which there are a couple of. So the 87 is probably an easier drive than the 86 is probably an easier drive than the 87, to be fair. Right, that should hold me at 125. It's holding me at 124, that's close enough. This is very beautiful scenery. Let's save it here. And let's get a picture. Oh yeah, I'm feeling a screenshot. I'm feeling a screenshot. Yeah, that'll do. And let's just zoom photo mode out, just so it performs a little better. Yeah, nice. Because that might help performance from what I know. Let me just get a quick drink quickly. Quick drink quickly, yeah. English. I like how you can see the sun pattern on the left hand side flickering about. Like that. Random footbridge. Maybe that's for farmers, probably. Can't see what other use it would have. Carrying livestock. Heck, I hope there's no shape on the rails. Bloody hell. Miles to Wolverhampton. I think it started at about 27 or 37, sorry, which I think means with 13 miles, yes, we've got about 9 miles to go, I reckon, till we're at Stafford. Yeah, I'm not the most visually observant of people, I'm just not. So when I made my route learning sheet for West Coast Main Line Chat between Preston and Carlisle, I haven't done one for the opposite way yet. I wasn't using things like, oh, you know, at the Red Hut 5 miles from Penrith, slow down to 80. I was like, after Penrith, sharp left, sharp right, sharp left, brake, sort of thing. You know, I was having to use on-track things as my markers because I'm not visually observant enough to use things away from the rails as a marker. Like a lot of the time it was, you know, you go over the M6, afterwards there's a speed limit change, or, you know, if you're stopping at Penrith, stop at the neutral section sign, or start braking at the neutral section warning sign. However, if you're passing, just slow down to, I think it's 85 through Penrith or 90 through Penrith, not sure. 22 miles from Wolverhampton. Amazing, buzzing. There's a 115 limit. Let's take power off. I mean, we're going downhill, so I doubt that'll do much, but you never know. Then goes back up to 125. So for that, I could use the vans as a sign to slow down for 150. 150? Bloody hell, that would be a heck of a speed. 115. Is this where it crashed last time? No, I definitely saw Stafford last time. I could have just done a run to Stafford and then left the train to go up the Trent Valley, but do you know what? I thought, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it properly. So we're going to do the run from Birmingham New Street to Stafford. No, we'll do the run from Crewe to Birmingham New Street, sorry, it's only 10:30 in the morning. No, it's 10 in the morning, so cut me some slack. Abandoned station. As it goes up to 125, I'll save it again. Sorry for all the saves, but it's just got to be done. Because if I lose a whole video's worth of recording, then that's going to be a bit crap. Especially when it takes an hour. Do you know what I mean? I'm on an Xbox Series S though, so this is the worst of the Gen 9 consoles essentially. PS5 and Xbox Series X will have more memory than this, so they won't suffer as much. Whereas this has less memory. So it struggles a lot more. There we go. I wonder if having a save actually takes up more memory than what it benefits, do you know what I mean? By having the save. I don't know. 350 on the fast line. Hello to you, my good sir. There isn't any 8-car services, as far as I'm aware, that do the Birmingham to Crewe bit. It's all just 4 cars. The 8 cars normally come off or go to the Trent Valley. And it's so weird to see Stafford, because I always thought, how the hell is Stafford arranged? None of this makes any sense. But then when you see it on TSW, it's like, this makes perfect sense. Why would it be any other way? But yeah, I bet signalling round Stafford, if it's not done automatically, that's a right job. Right, begin to brake for Stafford. Right, double yellow signal. Right, save it again. I apologise for all the saves, but it's got to be done. We've got 6 steps of brake on here, so I'm going to try and use 4 only. But if more's got to be done, more's got to be done. Right, every signal I pass, just save the game. Because that was starting to stutter bad then. Yeah, we'll be fine. Well, no, it's not the 30 we have to come down for, it's 20 for the red. So let's keep that in brake 4 actually. Otherwise TPWS is going to have us. Leave it in brake 1. Okay, signal has now stepped up. Right, so save it again. I apologise, I'm really sorry. It only takes about a couple of seconds to be fair. Well, last time I went past this signal it broke. It crashed. We are stopping, by the way, I haven't done stops. Wolverhampton, Samwell and Dudley, Birmingham New Street. Right, we're actually going to make it onto the points today. Outstanding. I wonder if it... I mean, look at how much better that performs now. I wonder if it'd be nice to get a photo of the Pendolino as it's snaking across. Yeah, that's nice. Because these things are flipping long. Like, they're only about a couple of metres. Bit bigger than a full-length single-decker, that's for sure. Right, no crash, please. I can see Wolverhampton. Not. When am I ever going to get the stations right on this route? I can see Stafford. This is Stafford. But yeah, I was pondering getting the 805, but considering it doesn't include the 807 in the DLC as well, for me that was the deal breaker. If it was 805 and 807 pack for £15, it'd been like, yep. But 805, just an 805, a version of a train we already have twice, in the 801 and the 802, £15 is a bit too much for me, personally. Right, let's chill a little below the speed limit. We've made it through Stafford, right. Pause, save again, I'm sorry. It's just gotta be done. It's gotta be done. The speed limits on here will be a lot easier to learn because they're in gigantic red and white signs, whereas on Shap they're just little forks that stick out the ground that say a speed limit on them. Also, the 805 has neutral section functionality, which probably means the 807 will, and they'll make, and I believe the 350 already does, or at least the Dovetail Games one does. So I believe working neutral sections will be backported onto this route. Like, they will release Trent Valley probably with neutral sections and then put neutral sections on here afterwards. Right, speeding up to 90. Let's just dip the speed a little bit, just so we don't have to stop accelerating. 13 miles to Wolverhampton. I am doing this run at a less busy time of day. Well, I say that, it's evening peak, but hey. Okay, cool. Yeah, I believe it was 90 and then 110 if you're a multiple unit. Oh, is this the M6? Maybe. Or the M1. Oh heck, slow down to fit. It's really cool that they've included those boards. That's really detailed. Wow. I mean, I must say, the all-aboard 805 does look good. It just looks like it makes performance crap, even more crap than crap. Because basically all that work, memory cleaning, on the West Coast Mainline South has just been undone by more services. It's nice that we have those services, because those would be an Avanti Voyager, or would have been an Avanti Voyager before the 8OXs were around. I bet the Xbox would have crashed if I didn't have that fan on. I got it on full blast. I like doing the short runs on Birmingham Crewe, it's just the long runs are a bit of a pain. The only two I've done have crashed 1.5 miles from Crewe. And then, yeah. Then the one that I done southbound crashed at Stafford. Right, I'm just going to save it about every 5 miles or so. We're coming up to Penkridge. I mean, when we're south of Wolverhampton, I'll try and do it at stations we're stopping at only. But while we're on the way to Wolverhampton, I'll just do it every 5 miles. Flying through Penkridge. Nobody there. Okay, a couple of people. Yeah, the video I filmed before this was a Mega Gamer Extra video, which was a collectible hunt. How many collectibles could we find in the space of 30 minutes? How many did we find? You'll have to watch the video to find out, I suppose, because I don't actually know the number off the top of my head, and it doesn't tell you in the route tasks apparently, so maybe we'll never know. This is a really nice time of day. Okay, I thought I was going to burp then, never mind. My apologies. 8 miles. It feels like we're speeding through here. I mean, we sort of are in a way because of EPS. Because it's only 90 here, or 110, depending on what you are. And we're doing 125 just because our train tilts. Yeah, I really haven't seen much AI. Apart from Crewe. And I don't actually know where that 350 went. Oh, we've seen a fast 350 and a Pendo. Other than that, we've not seen nothing. Or have we seen 2 Pendos and 1 fast 350 and the 350 that left with us? I don't know. I don't know, Jeff. Oh, double yellows. Oh, yes! Yay! If you can see there's a yellow speed limit with a box around it. That is going to be the first temporary speed restriction I have encountered on this game. Which is why the AWS is going off for a green signal, possibly. There we go. There's a warning board for a 40 limit. So just keep braking step 1 because it's not for about a couple of miles yet. Let's save the game here. Just because we're 5 miles from Wolverhampton. But I have never encountered a temporary speed restriction in this game. I've encountered the announcements, platform and on board. I've encountered the faults 1 too many times, probably. And now I get to encounter the temporary speed restrictions. It's right after this signal, so the signal was set to red for the TSR, just before I knew about it. Yeah, we are coming down nicely. I bet this is going to cause a delay though, isn't it? I wonder if this causes delays for AI trains and how the in-game signalling keeps up with it all, I don't know. Here we are, 3.8 miles from Wolverhampton, and we are stuck at 40. We made that down just in time for the limit as well. There's the T-board, which means termination of temporary speed restriction, I believe. Because it's weird, right? I mean, there's no reason there for a temporary speed restriction. There's no workers close by, there's no floods, there's no nothing. So that would be cool to see in the future. I apologise, just had to sneeze. I would also like to see more speed limits other than 40. Like, give us a temporary speed restriction for 5, as jarring as that would be. Give us a temporary speed restriction for 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, 80 even. I don't know if those exist. I don't know how high temporary speed restrictions go. I thought that was a double yellow signal, it's just a thing. Hello, 350. Right, that was a 60 limit coming up in about 1.5 miles. So let's do a bit of efficient driving and let's coast. This is going to make us late to Wolverhampton. There's their first warning for the TSR, which I don't know why that's in the middle of the track. Should that not be here? Well, I mean, maybe it doesn't matter, I don't know. But the AWS just seems to be going off and off. Right, now it's going to start to load in Wolverhampton. So let's save it again. What's the signal colour? Double yellow. Right, the 60's coming up. Yes, okay, I understand. I've heard you beep about 1,000 times. I know what sort of speed limit I'm approaching here. I'm going to slow down to 50. 5. And the train can take the strain. 60 and a 20 if you're going round to the left, but thankfully we are not. 1.5 miles to Wolverhampton. We are stopping at platform 4. How much time do we have at Wolverhampton? We have about 16 minutes at Wolverhampton. That is an awful long time. I'm actually not too annoyed about the delay now. That is a double yellow signal, so we have a red into Wolverhampton. Let's put a bit sharper brakes on. You can pass a single yellow at 60. On 4 aspect signalling anyway. I don't know if the rules will be different, and that's coming from an LNER train driver. If you're on TikTok, you'll know the one. Forgotten his username now. That's quite rude of me. Right. Here we are at Wolverhampton. Miles an hour. You stop about a coach length from the signal. Which I reckon's about here. Well, that might be a bit too much, but you know what? Full brake, into neutral, DRA on. No, yeah, that's probably about a coach and a half, possibly even 2. Yeah, that's probably about 2 coach lengths away. Oh well, there's no point rolling forward. At least we got some time at Wolverhampton, I suppose. That's a plus. Like, I wouldn't mind getting into this station about 5 minutes late. But I don't want to say anything too early, but it seems like toggling labels helps. Like, if you just turn the labels off. Wolverhampton platform 4 will be on the next thing due in. Yeah, if you are new to the Twitch channel or the YouTube channel, be sure to follow and subscribe if you're on YouTube. On YouTube, we are trying to get to a 500 subscribers by the end of the year, I hope. That's what the goal is. And if you're on Twitch, I reckon 100 followers by the end of the year I'm going to try and get. Right, just give me a minute, I need to answer a phone call. Where are we? Sat outside Wolverhampton. Still nice. Still with a red signal. Hello, Phil B Train fan, welcome to the stream. You join us just sat outside Wolverhampton. In a 390/0, we brought this down from Crewe, and it hasn't crashed yet, thankfully. I don't know why it says next stop Sandwell and Dudley. We've not stopped at Wolverhampton yet. But yeah, our last 3 stops are Wolverhampton, Sandwell and Dudley, and Birmingham New Street. Sorry if I sound out of breath, I just ran up and down the stairs. You know, that kills. Yeah, it's an evening service, and yeah, this is my first full line run southbound on this route, hopefully, if it doesn't crash. And yeah, we have 15 minutes supposed to be sat at Wolverhampton, which is why I'm so annoyed that I got that call when I did, because I could have waited at Wolverhampton. But yeah, we were due in 4 minutes ago, and we're due out in 12 minutes. So we literally have 12 minutes sat here. I don't know what's blocking us. Oh, there's a Pendolino here. But yeah, that's whatever that is has got the road, so I don't know if that was blocking us. Couldn't imagine how it would have been, but hey. Right, let's zoom the map back out. Are the labels on? I should have had them off. I found toggling the labels helps a bit. Yeah. Right, zoom back out. Sorry, I know this isn't map sim world. I've been saving the game every like 5 miles just to stop it from breaking. We do have a signal. Back into forward. And let's get into Wolverhampton. 60 miles an hour. I doubt it'll be 60 miles the whole way. Yeah, 15. Sounds more like it. Why are we crawling? I mean, the 390 is very slow accelerating anyway. We have 390.010. A first group in Trenitalia company. God, I wish it accelerated quicker than this. There we go, we're getting somewhere. We'll accelerate up to like 30, I reckon. I mean, I say that there is literally no rush, we're not leaving for another 10 minutes. So let's just cruise in at 25. Sometimes you get more time sat at Crewe, like the service I was trying to do yesterday. I was supposed to have 6 minutes waiting at Crewe, so I basically had 6 minutes setup time. Which was like awesome. AWS. Also, just before Wolverhampton, we experienced a temporary speed restriction, which is nice. I've not had one of them before in the game. Oh, we're not quite round the curve yet. Down the hill and round the bend, Thomas and his friends. There is the 15 limit. Where's... Oh, was it there? Yeah, I was going to say I can just see the Pendolino sticking out. But if you are on Xbox, this route is 20% off, which gives you a saving of around about £6. I mean, I brought it just because the Xbox sales always include the same stuff, and because they always include the same stuff, I already own it. I do not own the 805, so we won't be seeing any of those today, or throughout this video. If it had included the 805 and 807 for £15, I'd probably been sold. But just the 805, and we already have 2 versions of the 80X in the game. And for 15 quid, which is more expensive than normal Loco DLC. Ouch. Yeah, ouch. And also the 86 on sale, so I'm going to get that. Is that Train Sim World 4 music banner. They need to redo this with Train Sim World 6 because in my opinion the Train Sim World 6 has been the best one so far. The best. Dun 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 dun. Do you mind? Yeah, you stand back. The menu music in this game is great. Oh, that 390 is off. He hasn't got a stupid amount of time sat here. Oh, there's a 350. Nice. Right, you have to be proper good with the stop here. I mean, if anybody ever overshoots Wolverhampton, I think, like, it might be time to hang up the boots. Bob the DRA on. Neutral. Doors open on the left-hand side. Look at that.
Birmingham New Street, Birmingham International, Coventry, Milton Keynes Central.
I believe that's us.
London Euston.
I like those station announcements. Oh, 350. Is this the dash 1? No, dash 2. Oh, I like it's got a little scuff mark up there. That's neat. What are you, dash 3? 375. Oh. I hope it's not vehicle number 375. If you know, you know. If you're from where I'm from, you'll know what's bad about 375. And you'll know that it's not a train number, it's a bus number. Although I don't think it's actually too bad anymore. DRA on, neutral, doors open. I'm going to go and refill my drink. And I shall be back in a bit. We have about 6 minutes sat here. Cool, got back to the driver's seat just in time. Just ready for departure. I can't believe 6 minutes of stand time here. We still haven't got a signal. Closed doors. S for what I can only assume would be Sandwell and Dudley. Notch 2 acceleration. Hang on a minute. How many times am I going to do that? Just this one video. Won't go anywhere with that DRA on. Off we go. Next stop Sandwell and Dudley in 9 minutes, then Birmingham New Street about 9 minutes after that, right? 55:03, that's about 8 minutes. Oh, it's going to take so long to get past these speed limits. Takes so long. Look at the sky. So nice that I'm speeding. Can I speed set at 15? There we go. I think I can. Yeah, nice. Whereas that looks like it's going over. But I'll trust the game. Look at us snake round the bend. Oh yeah. Where was the 30? Is there a 30 sign? Not sure. Up to 30, there we go, speed set off. 2 notches of acceleration. Just lightly get it up to 30. Because it's going to be a while before we can go 75. And this is the much slower end of the route. We won't be seeing 125 for a while. It's probably after Birmingham International that these see 125 again. There we go. Perfect bit of speed control that. Just holding it off for the 75. Perfect if I do say so myself, by the way. Bit of self-glaze, because why not? Right, 55 miles an hour. .3 miles to Sandwell and Dudley. When did I start this service? Probably about an hour ago. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Probably even over that. Because I'd have ended the other video about 9:40. So I would have started this about 10 to 10. UK time, and it's now 10:56, so almost. 75, speeding. There we go. Oh, hello. Class 350. I thought that was a 150 for a second. What are you? 350? I want to say that might have been a stroke too. Oh, why are we speeding? I've got speed set on. Let's leave it on acceleration notch 2. Speed set. Maybe not notch 4 in speed set. Wonder if is right, not speeding still, which is great. 2 seems to hold it a lot better. Here is Penkridge. No, not Penkridge, that's well far north. Tipton. Cosley. Right, down to 60. Neutral section. All aboard studios said they are going to make the neutral sections functional on this route in a later update. Hopefully with a whole host of patches. Optimization patches. Which would be nice, because this route does run fairly well if you're driving anything but the 350. Or 153 as I found out, but I think I just got that in time. I'm not going to bother with speed set because we're going uphill and it goes back up soon, so let me just slow down on that a little bit. I reckon it'll be 75 as we pass this banner repeater. Oh, just before it. This has got to be Tipton, isn't it? Am I getting used to the stations? I am, that is Tipton. Nice. I thought I saw something down there. Take the speed set off. I mean, heck, there's a 60 limit coming up, so as I pass through Dudley Port, shut the power off. 2 minutes to hit Samwell and Dudley, 2 minutes to do 2 miles. A mile a minute would be about 60 miles an hour, so yeah, I don't see us making this one, to be honest. I don't see it. We'll be a little bit late. That's definitely a 150. Nope, that's definitely a 350. Let's see what variant you are. Stroke 2. 352.67. I believe the 350's gone blurry, but this hasn't gone blurry. Which is weird. Right. I need to be paying more attention to what's in front of me rather than what's out the window, because there is a 60 limit here, which I just about missed, not by much, but just about, and I'm going to just hold the brakes on brake step 1 as we come into Samwell and Dudley. Dudley! How many times do you reckon that joke has been used about Dudley? Too many times to count, right? DSD. Yeah, this is, without spoiling anything, go watch the collectible hunt to see if we manage to get this far down the route, starting at Crewe. I'm going to save it here. My gut's telling me to save it. My brain's saying no because it will kill the entertainment in the video, but my brain is saying save it. Right, just keep putting the brakes on a little bit. Eight. It says to stop there, but I'm going to go down to the end just because might as well use all the space possible. Put it in full brake and doors open on the left hand side. Oh no, we're fully on. Somewhere on Dudley has a long enough platform.
And London Euston. The train at platform 1 is the 16:55 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, calling at Birmingham International, Coventry, Milton Keynes Central, and London Euston. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform...
Notice how she didn't mention Birmingham New Street as one of our stops, so that's technically bugged. Because we're stopping at New Street in 5.5 miles. Let me just save it again now that we're leaving. And yeah, she didn't call out Birmingham New Street even though we are stopping there. Weird, isn't it? And by the way, boost mode makes such a difference, but I think that might be what was causing my game to crash. Because the only 2 times we've run it, it's crashed, but the 1 time we haven't, it hasn't. So, I don't know. Off we go. There's a lot of trucks here. That must be somewhere else. 170, good day to you. Hello. I can't remember if those stop at Sam. Yeah, I think they do stop at Samwell and Dudley. They do the same stops as us from Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton, Samwell, Dudley. What's its face? Birmingham New Street. I'm gonna speed set at 65. This is a really nice run. .8 miles from Birmingham New Street. I thought I saw something then. I think it might have just been the sun reflection on that wall. No crashes yet. I hope. I've had one today. But that was on foot, and that was, I think Xbox just said it ran out of memory, so I mean, I didn't have any blurry textures, it just crashed with an out of memory problem, which I haven't had before on this game anyway. But yeah, we are 3.2 miles from Birmingham, and we are speeding. I don't know how, because I've got speed set on, so yeah, make of that what you will. I'm still speeding. Cool, what do I think this is? An 87, like yesterday. So I've had one, because I was doing a little video for my second channel. How many collectibles could I find on this route in 30 minutes? I actually got quite far with it without spoiling it. And yeah, it crashed as I went to change station the first time. I don't know why it... Okay, I shouldn't really be speeding up because I've got speed set on, but oh well. 2.5 miles from Birmingham. Here is Soho Depot. Or we're coming round the corner into Soho Depot. It is just on that right there, where I believe the 730s would now be based, because obviously there are no 323s in service anymore. 323s are now a thing of the past with West Midlands Railway. Northern still have theirs. I believe Northern are getting the London North Western Railway 350/2s, or some of them anyway, when they get the new 730s in. It's going to be weird seeing 350s in Northern blue. That's just not right. It's just not right. 55, 1.5 miles from Birmingham. Just let the train take the strain. Neutral section. I can't wait till we have functioning neutral sections on this route. That update can't come soon enough, because Trent Valley Line is going to have working neutral sections, much like the Preston to Carlisle, which is the only route in the game, UK-wise, that has working neutral sections. So, yeah, to see another route get added would be cool, and then to also see Crewe get them as well would be awesome. How long do I have? I've got just under about an hour left. About half an hour, really. That should be enough time to do a 66. I'm going to save the game just in case it crashes. I know I've been doing that like every 2 minutes, but you can never be sure enough with this game. Right, that's 40 miles an hour. Into the tunnels at Birmingham. Right, I apologise for that, everybody. The game crashed. I am now back, slowing down through the tunnels in Birmingham. We did make it to Birmingham. We stopped. I opened the doors and then it crashed, so it didn't allow me to get the medal. And it didn't even allow me to roll the outro, which was a bit of a shame. But I'll save when we come out the tunnels, and I'll save when we open the doors as well. At least I remember to save it at a decent spot. Hello 170. It's almost like I've seen you the first time. DSD. Or is that TAS? Might be TAS. Not sure. And now the downhill grade begins. Why can't it be 15 through Birmingham, at least? Or even 25. They could get it up to 25, I reckon. But 10, that's taking the mick. It slowed down to 10 miles an hour that time. Last time I had to put a bit more force into it. Okay, looks like this time I'm going to have to put a bit more force into it as well. Right. Save. Yes. There's a 390, a 350, a 350 over there, a 323 coming in, I do believe. And there's a 320, there's a couple of 170s there. You would see the 220s if you own the 220, but I don't. You would see the 86, well, I don't know if you'd see it this time, but you would have seen it at some point during the day if you own the 86. There's an Avanti Pendolino coming in there. I do plan to get the 86, but that's probably next Wednesday. Just so I want to sort of buy them out. As in, get one this week, get one next week, and get Mac the week after. Because I'm thinking if I get the 86 Wednesday, I'll get Mac the Sunday. Then that gives me a couple of days on it to make content. Controller disconnected. Do you know what? I was tempted to do one more run, but I'm running short of time. So I'm afraid this is going to be it for today's stream, which sucks that we only managed to get one run in. But, yeah, it is a shame. But if you've made it this far on the video or in the stream, I thank you very much. If you're watching on Twitch, we are trying to get to 100 followers by the end of the year. And I believe we're one away from 50. So be sure to follow if you haven't already. And on YouTube, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. But this is us at Birmingham. Thank you very much, Phil B. Train fan. Thank you very much for being here. Yeah, let me just save it. Because I don't care if it crashes now, because I'll just spawn back in my own time. But thank you very much, everybody, for watching. If you have enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and go follow me on Twitch if you're watching this on YouTube. And then go check my YouTube out if you're watching on Twitch. But I shall see you all in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.
Lichfield City and Lichfield Trent Valley. Platform 6 for the 1712 Avanti West Coast.